Greetings, damnation, and welcome to a special weekend edition of the Danielle Moodie Show. I want to start off today with talking about Nina Simone. In 1963, September 15th, 1963, to be exact, the world saw the actions of white supremacy as what it was: terrorism. Because on September 15th, 1963, 4 little girls lost their lives in the 16th Street church bombing in Alabama. And after that atrocious terrorist attack on Black people, Black faith, the Black community, the world saw America. And for a moment, America saw itself. Following that horrific attack, musician Nina Simone would write her first civil rights protest song. And she said this about the bombing. At first, I tried to make myself a gun. I gathered some materials. I was going to take one of them out, and I didn't care who it was, Simone famously said after hearing of the Birmingham bombing. Then Andy, my husband at the time, said to me, "Nina, you can't kill anyone. You are a musician. Do what you do." When I sat down, the whole song happened. I never stopped writing until the thing was finished. Simone's protest anthem addresses the general sluggish pace of change and justice in America. She sang, "I don't trust you anymore. You keep on saying, go slow, but that's just the trouble." She also addresses the fears surrounding a biased criminal justice system that could easily be transposed to racial injustices that are still being protested against today. Hound dogs on my trail, school children sitting in jail, black cat cross my path. I think every day's gonna be my last. Nina Simone's song, Mississippi Goddam, gave us a picture, a tune, an anthem to go along with protests that had erupted in the streets after seeing this horrific attack that took the lives of 4 little Black girls, children who had their whole lives ahead of them. America was revealing to itself just how disgusting racism was, that it could claim such young lives. And I think about the importance of protest, the importance of finally seeing, right, just how destructive and awful America can be. Pulling back the mask, the good PR that we have known as America being this beacon of democracy on a hill. Meanwhile, Black bodies, Black children litter the streets, hung from trees, shot down, blown up, disposed of. You see, it's hard to really address and fight a problem that you do your damnedest not to see. And sometimes it is necessary for the ugliness, the truth, to reveal itself. So, why do I say this today? Because it brings me to this moment yesterday, February 28th, 2025, that will be remembered as one of the most vile moments in America's history, where Donald Trump and JD Vance showed the world and America who they are. Tyrants, bullies, grifters, and yes, terrorists. Because I don't know what else you would call what we watched that was supposed to be some dressing down of President Zelensky, a man who has been a pillar of strength for his country and for the world, as he has tried over the last 3 years of Russia's war against his country, against his people, to hold on to sovereignty. Not just because of what it means to the Ukrainian people, but what it means to Europe and democracy. Donald Trump and JD Vance showed the world, revealed who America is now. We are on the side not of justice, not of freedom, not of democracy, but of autocracy, of dictators, of tyrants. America is the center of the axis of evil. And this unmasking, while painful, is absolutely necessary for us to understand who we are now and what we need to be fighting against. No longer can we pretend that this second regime is to be dismissed, to be laughed at. Oh, we can hang on just like we did the first time around. Oh, it won't be that bad. No, friends, it's actually 10 times, a million times, infinity times worse. Donald Trump and JD Vance yesterday showed the world that America is not a backsliding democracy. America is now an autocracy. Zelensky's face in this picture is all of us. And Donald Trump and his screaming, his barking is how he believes you exercise strength. But it is nothing but abuse and toxicity. Following that hideous display in the Oval Office, Yashar Ali tweeted this: in an extraordinary display of public support, heads of state, heads of government, and foreign ministers from all over Europe and Canada are posting in support of Ukraine in response to the Oval Office meeting with Trump, Zelensky, and Vance. Take a look. These are all, or a portion, of the tweets of support that went out. Because what the world realized yesterday is that America is no longer their ally. America is no longer their friend. America, dear friends, is now not only alone, but is an enemy of democracy. And for me, the question still remains. The question that all of us continue to ask as every day under this regime is worse than the last. And on MSNBC, the New Yorker's editor in chief, David Remnick, expresses frustration with the Democratic Party leadership, asking, when is the opposition going to come? He then criticizes Hakeem Jeffries' remark that one shouldn't swing at every pitch, saying, what pitch are Democrats finally are going to swing at finally?
Hakeem Jeffries, who I have a lot of respect for, the leader of the Democrats in the House, but he was trying to show his equanimity, his calm, and he was comparing himself to Aaron Judge about how you don't swing at every pitch. Well, what pitch are the Democrats going to swing at finally? When is the opposition going to come? We've seen it from a few, Chris Murphy, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and a few others. We haven't seen it. And when is the time?
When is the time? The time was yesterday. The time was January 20th. The time is fucking now. In just a few days, Donald Trump will be giving his State of the Union, his first address to the nation, where all eyes will once again be on us. What action is Hakeem Jeffries preparing for Democrats? What action is Chuck Schumer preparing? What? To just sit there quietly and boo or dress in white or do some other flaccid bullshit? The American people are demanding action, and what we are getting in response is a fucking shrug. At this moment, it is America, goddamn. Where are our leaders? Where is the outrage? When you are presented with lawlessness, with terrorism, the rules no longer fucking apply. And it is time for Hakeem Jeffries, for Chuck Schumer, for Nancy Pelosi, for the rest of these fucking moderate, meal-mouthed motherfuckers to step aside. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance showed the world on February 28th, 2025, who we are now. And the rest of us should refuse to take that shit lying down. And if our leaders are not going to swing, then we, the people, need to. There is no more time to wait. Go slow, as Nina Simone sang in Mississippi, goddamn, is what we have always been told, those that fight for freedom and justice. Now is not the time. Just wait, just wait. Oh, it's only been 40 plus days. Just wait, just wait. Wait for what? For them to finalize the building of their camps? Wait for what? For the tanks to roll down the streets? Wait for what? Martial law? They have taken the mask off. You can no longer pretend not to know who these people are and what their goals are because they have told you. We, folks, are being called in this moment. America, our empire, has fallen. And what we choose to do is going to determine what we become generations from now. I wrote this, which is up on Substack right now. We're called to be both witness and warrior. I did an interview with scholar Stefan Bradbury. I implore all of you to watch the video, to go to my Substack and watch the 35-minute interview about what we should be doing in this moment. Stefan has said that America is falling, it is crumbling. But what are we leaving behind in the rubble? What does it mean to truly believe in freedom and justice? It means to not only want it for those that think like you, but embrace it for all people, even the ones that wish you ill. This is our work. Our work in this moment is to be both witness and warrior. How we show up will determine what comes out of the rubble of this falling empire. That is it for me today, dear friends, on this weekend edition of the Danielle Moodie Show. As always, power to the people and to all the people power. Get woke, stay sane, and in these extraordinarily dangerous times, dear friends, do stay safe. I will see you back here Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Be well.